Welcome back to Subject Change.
Yeah.
With sad music still somehow.
Let's change the subject to...
Science Club.
Excuse me, but why do none of the staff seem to care when Hanako skips class?
Yeah, why can't I skip?
I've seen you watch her walk out of the class more than once, you perv.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you at least say something?
Well, Nakai, it's not really that simple. Every student here has special needs. What? Really? If it weren't for that, then we wouldn't have a school here. For example, I wouldn't keep you in class if you were having trouble breathing, would I? Probably, you prick.
Yeah. But that's the exact same thing, actually.
Right.
Mutao cuts me off before I can even think about finishing my sentence.
Ikizawa's case is very much like that, but instead of CPR or a pacemaker, what she needs is time and space. Continuums. The facility was made...
Are you interested in those?
Yeah. Desperately trying to change the subject. The fact was made aware of this from the day she arrived here. Thus, whenever she feels the need to leave classes, we let her do so. I'm going to tell all my teachers that I'm not in school anymore. And even though she isn't a star pupil, she seems to pass all of her exams, so it hasn't affected her ability to study. Isn't that enough?
I opened my mouth to protest, but I can't find a fault in his argument. And why would you argue that?
Yeah, he's probably had this discussion with like every other student, because any student would be like, why does she get to leave?
Yeah, right. While her condition does at first seem to be wholly physiological, its worst effects have been on her psyche. It still puts me off, though. Isn't he just passing on the responsibility for her problem? Surely she can't go like this for her entire life.
Yeah, you're gonna heal her, right?
Don't, Hisao.
I understand that you might not be used to this kind of thing yet. God, Mutao, you're fucking my throat right now. That
delicious.
Don't take that out of context. It's been a big change for you. That said, it's less than a year until graduation now. Maybe you won't have to get used to this school. If you keep your head down, I'm sure you'll do well enough in your exams.
I numbly nod, more to simply acknowledge that I'm listening than out of agreement. I felt like I was getting used to this school, but it feels like it's just been thrown back in my face. But what about Hanako?
I hope that she will perform well enough to do what she wants to do. What that is, I don't know. Not all students leave school with an idea of what they want to do, unfortunately. I punched the fucking table again.
He takes care to emphasize the last word, as if it wasn't clear enough already, and gives me a moment to mull his words over.
Today's been a troublesome day for you, and I doubt you'd be able to concentrate much anyway after all that's happened, so I'll allow you to take the rest of the day off. Score! Your grades have been good in this class so far, which makes me think you won't have any trouble catching up on what we've been doing. So he goes out in the hall with you and then comes back alone. Oh, the student, did he kill him? What the fuck just happened?
He gives a small smile along with his praise, as if to make up for the seriousness of his lecturing before now.
Go collect your things, and I'll see you tomorrow. Get the hell out of my class.
Right. Thank you. Mutao's roundabout speech has left my thoughts scattered. I'm still not any closer to working out what I can do to help Hanako, if anything, and my mind is all the more confused after what Mutao said. I'm also still bothered by the fact that Hanako was helped at least as much by Shizune, her enemy by proxy, as by myself, but I don't know whether that is just male bravado or a genuine concern.
I could take a guess.
I think I have a pondering of that answer. While I collect Hanako's and my things from the class, I continue to try and sort out my feelings.
Now she'll have to see me again.
Yeah. I want to say that I understand her, but... Okay, hold on. I can't think straight.
It's getting late.
I want to say that I understand her and that I'm there for her. But while I might have been able to say that just yesterday, I can't say it now. God, it's ruined. I wish I could. I can't rub it in her face now.
Yeah.
I lie on my bed, trying to collect my thoughts.
I'll rub it in her face.
Okay. Wait, no. She's mine. After Hanako's panic attack, I've found myself fundamentally reassessing the relationship we share and what I know about her. I had a hard enough time dealing with 4 months in the hospital. One look at her scars tells me that she was in one for a lot longer than I was. Be that as it may, I know next to nothing about her past. She has told me about the house fire, but only in the most basic way. And what of her family? I still haven't asked Lilly about them. There hasn't been a good opportunity to bring it up. I only spent all day with her yesterday.
Right.
I don't know where she grew up, or what her old school was like, nor of her past friends, her wishes and ambitions, not even her tastes in music, food, and movies.
You're like the worst friend ever.
All the little things that I know about all of my old friends. Just what have I been doing for all this time I've been with her and Lilly?
Staring at Lily's tits.
Yep. In the distance, I hear the bells signaling the end of classes. With any luck, Lilly will soon realize that neither Hanako nor I are around and return to the dormitories. Yeah, you haven't been paying much attention to Hanako at all.
No.
My mobile phone starts to ring, cutting my thinking short. Thank God. It quite startles me, as I've rarely been called since coming to Yamaku.
Better the phone than be fucking Kenji.
It's, Iwanako.
Oh, God. My heart!
Hello, Hisao Nakai speaking.
Oh, Hisao, I'm glad I found you. You didn't. We're on a phone. You weren't at any of our usual places, so I thought this would be the fastest way to connect to you. How do you have this number?
Tag, you're it. I probably should have guessed it would be Lilly, as she's the only person who would call me.
Right. Nobody else cares.
She's one of the few people I've given my number to. Even through the phone, her voice sounds slightly on edge.
And British.
Hanako and I left class early. She had some kind of panic attack. I don't freaking know. The line goes silent. If it weren't for the background static, I would have thought Lilly had hung up on me.
I understand. Could you come by my room? I'd like to talk with you. Oh.
Yeah, that'll make the situation better.
You're right.
Sure, I'd appreciate the chance to have a bit of a talk, actually.
Good. I also have some bad news. I think we should discuss this in person.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, God!
What? Wait, what?
How is this possible?
It's hard to grasp the seriousness of the situation from Lily's tone. She sounds so calm most of the time. But that could be a good or a bad thing, depending on how you look at it. Okay, I'll be right there. I collect Hanako's school things from my desk and head straight for Lily's room.
Didn't even say goodbye, you jerk.
I just slowly lowered the phone.
Yeah.
I rap my knuckles on her door as she soon calls me in.
Ah, damn it.
No, she's not naked.
I wasn't thinking that.
Lilly sits at the table inside her room, looking a little worse for wear. I guess that's because of the bad news. Following her gesture of invitation, I sit across from her and lay Hanako's things on the table.
Well, there's no point in either of us waiting. Would you mind going first, Hisao? What happened today?
My memory of the incident is already beginning to fade.
Oh, that's a shitty memory.
How?
Yeah.
But I explain it as best as I can to Lilly. Inviting Hanako to work with the group, Shizune and Misha questioning, our foray to town, getting discovered, and the subsequent panic attack. I had Shizune's reaction almost as an afterthought, but Lilly seems to take some kind of comfort in hearing about it. I guess rivals don't become rivals for no reason. There must be some history there, but now isn't the time to explore it.
I see. She had said her therapist sessions were helping, but I had my doubts. It's quite a shame. Her birthday has caused problems before, but I had hoped that she would have improved with you around and the more intensive therapy. Where is Hanako now?
Last time I saw her, she was in the infirmary. I guess she's gone back to her room by now.
She wasn't in the library or the tea room when I checked, so I can only assume that too. Let's go bust in and make a bunch of noise.
You said you also had some bad news? What's the matter? Does it concern Hanako? Lilly shifts her position, the body's way of saying she's searching for the right words.
My aunt has fallen gravely ill. I'm afraid I'm going to be heading back to Scotland to visit her, and to spend some time with my family.
Oh.
No wonder. Okay, now it's not Lily's route anymore.
Yeah. Is she alright? When do you leave?
I'm not altogether sure of exactly how she's faring at the moment, though last I heard she was stable. I'll be leaving Saturday. It's the earliest flight that I could get. So she's gonna leave you to take care of Hanako by yourself?
I guess.
You barely know her. This is gonna be rough.
Stable. That's code for needs to stay in the hospital. I've been stable long enough to know that, and to know that it doesn't necessarily mean someone is in good condition, but merely treading water. On the upside, stable is much better than critical condition. At least she's not on the brink of death. Stable, that's a relief.
Yes, but this means that I won't be here for Hanako's birthday.
Oh boy.
I wanted to tell you now so we could think of something before we told Hanako, but after today's events, I'm not even sure if there's going to be an issue if we simply cancel the party.
I don't think that is such a good idea. Hanako already knows that we are planning a party now. To go back on that seems like the wrong thing to do. Also, we should do something for your going away, right?
You make it sound as if I won't be coming back. If all goes well, I should only be away for a week, though possibly 2. Yeah, but a lot happens in a week here.
Yeah, that's one relief, at least.
With that in mind, what do you suggest then?
Given the circumstances, I don't think karaoke is really appropriate. You're not going away for the greatest of reasons, so having too much fun would feel wrong. What did you do for her birthday last year?
Last year, I literally couldn't get her out of her room. She'd locked the door. All I could do was leave food outside for her, making sure that she was at least eating well. I gave her cake and tea, like always.
This is perhaps the most depressed I've ever seen and heard Lilly act. I feel sorry for her given how defeated she must feel to be unable to help her closest friend. Perhaps it would be better to throw the party before you leave then.
That does sound like it would be the easiest option.
I think we should at least tell Hanako both about your trip and her party. I have her things from class as well.
That's a good point. Should we go and visit her now?
I think that would be a good idea.
Seems pretty quick to be just showing up.
Part of me is dying to see Hanako. The last time I saw her, she looked like death, walking. And these last few hours have torn me apart just thinking about that. We quietly get up and file out of Lily's room. Hanako's room is next door, in the same hallway, in case you forgot.
Right.
Knocking lightly gets us no response, but the door proves to be unlocked. Lily pauses for a moment as the handle unexpectedly moves under her hand before opening the door.
Naked? Oh.
On it goes.
I'm always hopeful.
Hanako's room is startlingly bare and monotone. There are no decorations on the plain white walls, plain dark blue blanket, and only a few books, papers, and purely utilitarian items on the shelves. Even her bed sheets are monochrome. This whole room sucks.
Yeah, God, she's so boring.
The entire room feels as subdued as Hanako's character. Hanako herself is lying curled up on her bed. She may not be crying now, but her eyes are closed tightly to stop herself, and the tracks left by her tears still sit on her reddened cheeks. I quietly walk in and set her bag down on her desk, afraid of startling her too much.
Hello, Hanako. Hisao told me about what happened today. Are you alright?
Hanako's eyes open, though only a little.
I'm okay. No, you're not. Don't lie to me.
She tilts her head slightly to look at me, noticing my grimacing before I can hide it.
I just noticed my head's tilted. So, sorry for making you worry. But really, I'm fine now.
She really doesn't look nor sound okay, though. At least she seems more calm than she was before. She still looks as if the slightest breath could emotionally break her. I said it before, right? You don't need to be sorry for this.
Hisao's right. I shouldn't have hidden something like a birthday celebration from you.
I see Hanako shiver at the word. Lily picks up on the silence that follows and crouches down to Hanako's level.
I'm the one who should be sorry, Hanako.
Hanako's eyes open to peer at Lily. She looks at Lilly for some time, taking in her face with those dark, analytical eyes of hers. Lilly must have made the right impression on her as Hanako recovers enough to prop herself up on the bed and shift to sitting on its side. Hanako worries about many things, but troubling others is foremost among them. Hearing Hanako's shuffling, Lilly moves forward and feels out the side of the bed, eventually taking a seat beside her and taking Hanako's left hand in both of hers. The feeling of me being out of place when the two are together has lessened in the time that we've known each other, but it's still occasionally very much there. This is one of those times, I think.
Well, it's time to put yourself in the place then. Get right in between them.
That's right.
I mean, you're all alone in this room. It's time, all right? Let's get to the sex scene. Let's go, people. Give us a sex scene.
Enough pandering around.
We'd have had 2 with Emmy by now.
Jeez, sorry Hanako's not so easy.
Emmy spoiled me. I'm spoiled.
Jeez.
Whatever.
Pretentious.
I'll just go look up more Miki porn. Yeah, that's right. I already looked.